Greetings to all. This is Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor, IT Department from SNS College of Engineering. Now we are going to see about the directory structure in operating systems. There are 5 directory structures. They are single level directory, 2-level directory, tree structure directory, acyclic graph directory, and general graph directory. Single level directory. The simplest directory structure is the single level directory. All the files are contained in the same directory. Disadvantages of the single level directory are when the number of file increases or when the system has more than one user. Since all the files are in the same directory, they must have the unique names. Here the diagrammatic representations, that is user 1, 2 and 3 are the master file directory. Below that we have the user file directory, that is cat, data, test and level are the user level file directory. Below that user level file directory we have that individual files. Next one is 2-level directory. In the 2-level directory structures, each user has her own user file directory, that is UFD. When the user job starts or the user logs in the system master's file directory is searched, that is MFD. The MFD is indexed by the username or the account number, or each entry points to the UFD for that user. When the user refers to the particular file, only his own user file directory is searched. Thus, the different users may have the files with the same name. Although the 2-level directory structure solves the name collision problems, the disadvantages of the 2-level directory are user cannot create their own subdirectories. Next one, tree structure directory. The tree is the most common directory structures. The tree has the root directory. Every file in the system has the unique path name. The path name is the path from the root through all the subdirectories to the specified file. The directory contains the set of files or the subdirectories. The directory is simply another file, but it is treated in the special way. Next, all the directories has the same internal format. One bit in the each directory entry defines the entry as a file, that is 0, or as a subdirectory as 1. The special system calls are used to create and delete the directories. Path names can be of two types, that is absolute path names or the relative path names. The absolute path name begins at the root and follows the path down to the specified file, giving the directory names on the path. Next one, the relative path name defines the path from the current directory. Next one, fourth one, that is acyclic graph directory. Acyclic graph is a graph with the no cycles. To implement the shared files and the subdirectories, this directory structure is used. An acyclic graph directory structure is more flexible than is the simple tree structures, but it is also more complex. In the system where sharing is implemented by the symbolic link, this situation is somewhat easier to handle. Next point, the deletion of the link does not need to affect the original file. Only the link is removed. Here we have that diagrammatic representation for the cyclic file directory. In the system where the sharing is implemented by the symbolic link, this situation is somewhat easier to handle. The deletion of the link does not need to affect the original file. Only the link is removed. Here we have the root directory as spell, username and the pin. Below the root directory we have user file directory, that is cat, data, test level. That level comes under user file directory. Below that we have the separate file names. Next one, general graph directory. This is an extension to the acyclic graph directory. In the general graph directory, there can be the cycle inside the directory. In the below image, we can see that the cycle is formed in the user2 directory. Although it provides a greater flexibility, it is complex to implement this structure. Here we have the root directory. Below the root directory, we have the user directories. The combination of the two user directory, we have one subdirectory. Thank you.